everybody. Thank you for allowing me to present today. Simon Sinek tells us to always start with the question why. What, how, where, those are things we can deal with later. I have 3 whys that I wanted to go through today. Firstly, why BNI? Why are we here? I'm not here to teach you about insulation today. I'm here to lay down just a little bit of a foundation of trust, right? We're trying to build a trust network that helps all of us to grow our businesses, and that's what I'm here to do today, is try and work in that direction. Why insulation? It's a no-brainer. Like, of all the upgrades you can do to your home, insulation has the quickest ROI. It leads to healthier homes, lower energy usage, and lower bills, and everyone likes lower bills. Why Koala? There's a bunch of things I think I could say about Koala in terms of what we do and how we do it, and be too much to put on the page, so I chose just one to start with. Because we GAF. Yep. Who knows what GAF means? It means because we give up fundamental about what we do. And I think that's really important. Tomorrow my team is going to Barbara's house to insulate her home, and I have a pit in my stomach. I really want it to go well. I really did.
Wait a minute, do I need to have a pit in my stomach?
No, I've got the pit for you. So, who is Brian Lynch? Brian Lynch is someone who married above his station in life, produced 3 beautiful children, has a dog who's now his favorite child, grew up in Zimbabwe, once had hair, still likes to relive those days, loves adventure, travel, gardening. These are carrots, believe it or not. So not great at carrots, but loves doing it, golfing and fishing. Oops, I skipped too far. No one knows. Front page of 3 Spanish newspapers. Oh. This is the mentality I bring to every day. Every day. I get knocked down, but I get up again. We're not going to go through these facts. Suffice to say, insulation matters and it makes a difference. I'm going to go through a few photographs of what good looks like. These are 3 different types of insulation: blown-in cellulose, fiberglass, spray foam. We also do sheep's wool, we do denim, we do rock wool, fiberboard. There's all sorts of options that are available depending on the specific situation people might be looking for. This is what we often go in to find, right? So you have people who are saying, oh, I don't want to have someone go into my attic, I'm embarrassed. Well, guess what? We've definitely seen worse. Great space for us is crawl spaces, right up and down the coast. Crawl spaces friends should never let their friends insulate crawl spaces with fiberglass. That's one thing I would say. I generally don't push spray foam. This is one place where it's just a no-brainer. It makes a massive difference. Ventilation is another thing we have to focus on. That's why I've got this great relationship with my mold man. Because if this is done wrong, guess what you end up with? Mold in your attic. Yeah. So we get Rufino in to come and fix the mold, and then I come and fix the ventilation so that it never happens again. That can be active or passive. We do solar attic fans when we need active ventilation. We also do a lot of air sealing, right? It's really important. It's one thing to have great insulation, but if you've got air wicking your heat away through convection, insulation is not really doing much good. So that's another thing that's really important in the mix. I just want to go through a quick job that we actually did this last week. So this is what the economics of a home attic upgrade look like right now. So 1,250 square foot attic, this customer chose not to remove. I would have, it was nasty, but you don't have to, right? We put new insulation over the top. We air sealed, we put ventilation baffles, we put an attic hatch cover and built a dam for them. We insulated, they also needed a solar attic fan. So $6,000, they got 42% back in rebates. They got 27% they'll get back in a federal tax credit at the next tax period. The final investment's only $1,900, and because they financed it interest-free for 3 years on their bill, their out-of-pocket was only $522 to get that done. So really no-brainer. Who are great referrals for me, right? Homeowners who GAF. Builders, you GAFs. Builders, you GAFs. Right? Mold remediation companies, home HVAC companies, all of these firms, any one of these firms work in attics, they work with homeowners, they see situations where insulation might be something that home is looking for. If you are looking for a subcontractor or a contractor who GAFs, and you GAF, then probably ask these questions, right? What do they GAF about? Bills, health, sustainability, rebates, long-term value of the home. If you're a contractor, do you care about the quality of your subcontractors? Do you care about how flexible a contractor will be in terms of meeting your timelines? That your subcontractor will represent you well in your customer's home. All of these things are things that I think are important, and people answer yes to those questions, then make an introduction. That's it. Thank you very much, everybody.